What really drew me to this area of northwest Manitoba is the fact that we have what's high quality management, and that literally has made our fishery what it is today. That all those big fish must be released, and along with that is, as well as barbless, which in so many cases can actually save that fish from mortality rate just because it's that much easier getting that hook out. So one of the main things we really see is we try to educate as many of our anglers as we can. Keep the fish in the water as much as you can. Even when you're unhooking it, while you're getting your pliers out, keep them in the water, then they can breathe. It's pretty simple stuff. But so many times anglers we find get caught in the adrenaline, get caught about that fish, and they forget that it's think fish first. That's kind of the motto that I live by. Think fish first, and that will always make sure that the fish's benefit is always thought of, even after the catch, and then more importantly about the release. Hook's barbless, pops right out. Quick shot for a picture. Smile, boom, all ready to go. And it's just that simple. If that's a big fish, you just saved that big fish life, and now my kids get a chance to catch it, your buddy gets a chance to catch it again, and that's what conserves our fishery. It's so important to be ready, manage the fish, think fish first. The key is conservation. Without the conservation, we don't have these fisheries, and it's not just fisheries for you and me, but it's fisheries for our kids. So I've been blessed to fish in a lot of different walleye waters across Canada, across the US. And one thing I can say with utmost certainty is the lakes that really practice conservation with good slot sizes, it for sure is the main aspect, is that fishery has a lot more big fish. And we see it on lakes that blow up, that don't have that management in place to begin with. And you know, social media and things like that really can put a lot of additional pressure on a fishery in a hurry. And those lakes, it doesn't take very many years and you start seeing downfall of that fishery, especially when it comes to the big fish. And now you could say for sure, you know, some of it might have to do because there's extra pressure on the lake, which can also shut down a fishery. But you see so many photos with fish frozen eyes, people keeping big fish, and you know that those fish are no longer in that waters, and so you no longer can catch that fish. So it's definitely prominent. Our clients, before I took the lodge over, the ones that have been here for 20, 30 years, said that was the hardest change, is to make the law to put those big fish back. And it only took 2 years before all those clients said that was the best thing that our fishery could have ever done. So the proof is in the pudding. Big fish means conservation, and without that, you just aren't going to get those lakes that pump out the big numbers. So when releasing fish, a lot of people have the perception of going back and forth with the fish. That's not helping the fish out at all. Side to side is the movement you want. Side to side's your natural movement. No fish swims backwards, ever. Side to side, and they'll tell you when it's time to go. There he goes.